From Danny, hey Michael, I consider myself a recovering leftist. I was converted to conservatism by my wonderful husband. When you often describe the crazy purple-haired feminist, that was me. Oh, hey, I'm glad we got a former purple-haired feminist to watch the show. I recently posted something about Breonna Taylor's case on social media, and my old college roommate, who I haven't seen in years, flat out called me a racist. Yeah, that's what they do. They do that a lot. All because we didn't agree. My position to you is in two parts. How do you handle personal vitriol from those you may have once considered friends? And how does it end for America? Came for Ben, stayed for Knowles. This is a fallen world. Evil happens. Going back to what we were discussing earlier with regard to the only possibility of redemption, Christ comes into the world, and he doesn't say, hey, I'm the way and the truth and the life, and when you proclaim me and when you are with me, then everybody will be really nice to you. He does not say that. Yeah, you'll be treated so well in this world. He who thrives in this world for my sake will keep thriving. No, doesn't say all of that. People don't like the truth, right? You want the truth, you can't handle the truth. So very often people would rather live in darkness and shadows and not be in the light and not talk about the truth. And this is just baked into it. Look at what they did to Jesus, right? Just not to put too fine a point on it, but that actually is an example for us. That is what happened. Pick up your cross. Pick up your cross and bear it, right? So obviously we're just talking about a very narrow example here, which is over some political debates. But it gets to a broader example, which is that very often when you proclaim the truth, you will be persecuted for it because it's a fallen world. That's the cost of it. That's the cost of preferring the truth to lies. That's the cost of having courage to being a coward. That's the cost of the virtues. I think the benefits of those virtues certainly outweigh the costs. It's a good investment in the long run. But in the short run, your friends or your former friends are going to say all sorts of nasty, horrible things about you. That's just the way it is. I'll give you an example of this. My first political campaign I ever worked on was for a friend of mine. She was running for Congress in my district. I was 18 or 19, so freshman or sophomore in college. In my hometown, I had been the golden boy my whole life. You know, top of the class president, always all the parents were very nice to me and everything, and very sort of, I don't know, I was very well liked. And the minute that I started working for a Republican, totally mainstream Republican candidate, just as an intern on a campaign, half the town called me all sorts of horrible things. I said, wait a second, 2 weeks ago you were saying I was a nice guy. Well, yeah, but now you're a Republican, so sorry. Sorry, you're a terrible, racist, awful, vicious, terrible, no good person. Comes with the territory. Comes with the territory. And Dick Cheney had a point on this. He was asked, does it bother you that people call you Darth Vader? And he said, when I was Secretary of Defense, I was the most popular man in the country, 90+% approval rating. When I was Vice President, I was one of the least popular men in the country. If I wanted to be popular, I would have been a movie star. Sometimes it's more important to be successful than to be popular. I hope you enjoyed that short segment from the Michael Knowles Show. Be sure to check out the full episode linked in the description or download the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts.